Hello and welcome to the Hyperion Driver-Based Planning tutorial. In this lesson we will talk about managing percentage of completion expenses using the Input and Adjust Calculated Values web form in the Hyperion application. The adjustment web form gives you the ability to type in any values. This means that if you have a more detailed estimate of what your expenses are going to be, you can simply enter them as an adjustment. A good trick you can use is to consolidate your data outside this web form, and if you do it in the same format, it is very easy to cut and paste. What you could do is copy all the fields that need to be updated in the Input and Adjust web form and create a template. Remember to keep the same spacing and distribution so it matches when you paste the values back into the web form. For this example, we created a file that I call the POC Consolidator. As you can see, we have lined up the expenses in the same order as in the Input and Adjust web form template. At the top, you should add the same months and leave the same blank columns as in the web form so they match. Now go to the Smart View to open the Input and Adjust Calculated Values web form from the task list. This is the planning cost center we will work with. It is recommended to use the Freeze Panes option to make it easier to update. Scroll down to the Input and Adjustment section and we will highlight Wages and Salaries as a placeholder to demonstrate this process. When you slide to the right, you will find the yellow highlighted cells which are available for data entry. Here's where you want to copy-paste the values from the POC Consolidator file. A neat feature is you can also use formulas to automate this process so it can be repeated each month. Simply type in the equal sign, then go to the appropriate cell in the POC Consolidator template and hit enter. You can then just copy the formula from this cell and paste to the other cells. This will automatically grab the remaining values in the same relative position from the POC Consolidator template. Then submit the data and the adjustments are made. The advantage of this methodology is that once you've gone through the work of putting these formulas in, you can then save the file as a template for next month. Let's pretend it's next month. You open your POC Consolidator file with the formulas. The template needs to be updated using whatever method appropriate for your business. To demonstrate this, I'll make updates that are very obvious. Let's make all these values $10,000. As you can see, there is a section of cells with $10,000 at their value, which you can see have transferred over to the web form. Now you need to pick the same planning cost center you want to work with and submit the data. After the submission, you can see the updated values on the web form and that the formulas are still intact, and you can repeat this process the following month as well. Keep in mind that by next month, September actuals will have been added to Hyperion. So for this example, you would only be updating from October forward. The main point of this video is to show how you can enter expenses directly without creating drivers, and also that you can link the Input and Adjust web form to an Excel model using formulas and update it every month. Thank you for your time and attention. Goodbye.